guys? Welcome back to my channel. So this week should be my top 10 video for March, but Sephora sale is going on right now. So I wanted to come through and give you guys my Sephora picks. So I'm just going to use this as my top 10. I will show you guys some products that are not here that I do want to include that I found this month. At least one item, right? But the Sephora sale is going on now. You guys have probably heard about this from every creator on every app, and I'm just here to give my 2 cents. So the Sephora sale can be a little bit confusing because it goes by tier and then by date. Now, if you want my opinion, if I was on the marketing team for Sephora, I would probably just make everything 20% every day, but they want to make it confusing, right? And so their goal, I think, is to get you to spend more throughout the year to want to get this 20%, right? And then you guys know Ulta do their sale every year, which is the 50%, and every day something different is on sale, right? Now, I think Ulta's goal with that 50% is to get you in the store. And then once they get you in, you'll buy other stuff, right? So you'll come back every day to find that item for 50%, but maybe you'll pick something else up along the way. That's what I think their goal is. With Sephora, they want to get you to spend throughout the year to reach the level for the 20%. So these are my items that I purchased over and over again. So just speaking about the tiers, there is Insider, which is 10%, VIB, which is 15%, and then Rouge, which is 20%. So that confuses a lot of people. They're usually like, look, I went online, I don't see this 20% because you're not at the right level yet, right? And I personally, again, I don't particularly care for that. I think that it's very difficult and I don't really understand it. And it forces you in a way to do all of this to get 20%. If I'm being honest with you guys, most of these brands have their own websites and they will run their own sales all the time. So if you are a dermatological person, like I love Youth to the People. Youth to the People has their own website. I constantly get emails for 25% off, which is, I don't have to fight and think about the dates. But we're not here for that. Let me give you guys my Sephora picks. So I think the Rouge is now, and VIB, which is 15%, starts on the 8th, and then Insider is later than that, and Sephora Collection is all 30% off the whole time. It's just confusing, but let's get into a whole bucket of things, and these are not just suggestions, right? So when it comes to beauty, fragrance, I say it all the time, guys, that I saw a little discourse, I want to say, online as far as everyone saying you gotta have this, you gotta have that. Well, if they feel that thing works great for them, they're going to say that, right? As I'm going to say about these things here. These are real things that I've purchased, that I have, that I use, and that I recommend. However, your body chemistry and type is different from mine, so the way a fragrance may smell on me could be horrible on you because of your body makeup, right? Mascara that may be great on me could be horrible on you. These are just suggestions and things that I think. I take these videos as more like reviews, and I love when I see actual products versus like product photos, right? Because you know a person actually purchased these things and they use them, right? So let's get into the Sephora things that I think are worth the money. So I'm not going to go in any particular order. I will try to group things together that make sense, but the first thing is something I just discovered, which is going to be dry shampoo. This is probably going to be on my top 10 as well. So I have the Amika brand here, and I also have Orbi. So I saw a TikTok video that pretty much my hair can tend to get very oily. As you know, as African American women, we don't wash our hair every day. We wash maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. And honestly, in my opinion, I always feel like dirty hair keeps your hair healthy. If that makes sense. So I really would prefer to wash my hair once every 2 weeks to kind of keep the nutrients in it, but it gets so weighed down. And with having a short haircut, you can, especially with the length that it is, it can look very stringy and weird. So by day 3 or 4, especially with summertime coming up, my hair can be like beautiful and bouncy and fluffy. And then in 3 to 4 days, it's totally weighed down, no matter what I use on my hair. So I saw a video about doing a refresh because, again, we tend to think that dry shampoo is for our Caucasian sisters, but it's actually anyone can use it. So I went down a rabbit hole. I bought the Batiste, which I actually like, honestly. If you want my honest opinion, I think that works best if you really want to dry out that oil in your hair. It can be a little harsh though, in my opinion. So Baptiste works just fine, but I found these two. The Orbi is a dry texture spray, and so this will help give your hair a little bit of like volume. And so I used it today. My hair was kind of like, I washed it last night, it was like flat, and I'm like, okay, I need a little bit of zhuzhing. You zhuzh your hair up and then you spray this in it, and it's like really great. And then the Amika, this brand has really been doing their thing. They're on a lot of people's like radar, and so this came up as a recommendation. I love this as well throughout the week. This is not harsh at all. I feel like the Baptiste, you spray it one time, baby, whatever oil you got will not return until you wash it, okay? And that can be a little bit harsh for me. This is somewhere in the middle, right? It gives me the perk up that my hair needs, but it doesn't feel so drying. So next on my list is going to be setting sprays. I had no idea how important setting sprays and primers were, okay? So I noticed about a year and a half ago, I would put my makeup on, and I think I didn't notice because we were in COVID for 5 years. So when I would go out, I was going out and coming back home, right? I wasn't out for 8-9 hours a day. Being out that long, you would notice your makeup start to like die down. So maybe around lunchtime, a little after, I would be like, oh girl, where your makeup at? What happened? And I don't wear a lot of stuff, but I wasn't setting it. I wasn't priming it, right? So setting sprays have become a big deal for me this last year. I now see the need for those, right? So this is Milk Cosmetics. You see this is halfway gone. I got this in PR probably 2 months ago. Love, 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 love this setting spray. Milk Cosmetics is a top brand for a reason, especially their primer and setting spray. I love this stuff. My next favorite is going to be by far the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray. I love this stuff. This went on sale for 50% during the Ulta sale. I think I bought 3 of them because I love it that much. It's a really great setting spray, and at 50% off, it was a good deal. And then the last is going to be something I tried this year, but I'm going to repurchase, is the On Till Dawn setting spray. Now this one I use differently. I spray these two all over. It depends on which primer I use. If I use the Milk Cosmetic primer, I usually add this one. If I use any other primer, I use the Charlotte Tilbury. Now, there's a whole science behind primer and setting spray. If it's silicone based, it goes with certain setting sprays. You have to look that up yourself. I'm no expert, right? But I love this setting spray here because it's waterproof, number one, but it also helps with like makeup transfer. So that's what I use this for. I just spray it every time in this jawline area so that it doesn't get on any of my white collar shirts, my jackets, things like that. I told you guys the hack about how I spray holding spray on my collars as well. And it's not 100% foolproof, but you will get, I would say, it's 70% better than what you would have gotten if you didn't do anything, right? So every now and again, I'll see a little something on my collar, but it's not as bad as it used to be at all. And there's nothing worse than having on a cute outfit, especially a white collar shirt, and your makeup is screaming from your collar. I mean, you can't focus on anything else when someone's collar is full of makeup. So I find that this works great in conjunction with the holding spray. 10 out of 10. So in talking about primers, the primer that I love the most from Sephora is going to be the Milk Hydro Pro. I love this stuff. This also came in PR. I've used this quite a bit. You can't really tell. It started at the bottom and it kind of goes up. So I'm not quite halfway there, but you don't need much of this stuff. So I feel like one bottle, and I think this is the small bottle, can last you a long time. Like I said, I've had both of these for over 2 months now, and I use them, I wouldn't say every day, but I use them a lot, and I still have quite a bit of product left. The next thing is going to be a beauty spray. I feel like along with setting sprays, there's something nice about doing a mist to your skin, and I love the Caudalie spray. I buy this every single time there's a Sephora sale, and I try to get the 20 to 15% off of it. In this size, it's not that expensive, and it lasts quite a while. One of my next favorite things to buy at the Sephora sale is going to be travel perfume items, but also perfume in general. If you get the 20%, that is hefty. No one really offers 20%. If you are VIB and you can get the perfume for 20% off, by all means do it. So I usually buy the Killian Good Girl Gone Bad. This is one of my favorite scents. I am going to pull the trigger and buy a larger bottle, but I don't wear it that often. To me, it's my specialty scent. It's not a signature scent for me. You guys know I love my Montel Amber Musk. This is more like going out and I want to have that little right? So these tend to last me quite a while because I may only spray this once a month, something like that. So it usually lasts me until the next time there's a sale. However, I'm going to stop being cheap and I'm going to probably buy a full bottle. They do run about $2.95, and with the 20% off, that's $60. That's pretty good. So I think I'm going to just buy a bottle. I'm now on my third bottle of this. This scent to me, and again, we talked about body chemistry, there's nothing like it. It is the weirdest, most beautiful smell to me and my body chemistry. This may not work for your body chemistry. So go test it out. And I'm a fan of going in with perfume. You spray it on, walk around the mall, or spray it on and go home and see how you feel about it. That's what happened with this. I got a sample of it and I put it on and I was like, ooh, because it's a weird, it's nothing you've smelled before. That's all I can say. So it took me a while to get used to it. But once I got home, I was like, this is good. I really like this. And so I've been buying it ever since. So this is one of my go-tos. And I want to say it's $50. But during the sale, if you get 20%, it's $40. That's a pretty good deal. So let's talk about makeup. One of my favorite no makeup looks is going to be Danessa Myrich. She makes really great products. And I love this Yummy Skin tint here in this bottle, along with the Yummy Skin Glow Serum. A lot of people use this as a primer as well. So this has a nice, beautiful glow to it. So these are for those days where you don't really want to wear a lot of makeup. I put this on and then this on top, a little bronzer, some powder, and I'm out the door, right? But her products are just so amazing. They come in an array of shades, but these two together are my favorite combo for a no makeup look. So my favorite concealer is no surprise. I think everyone loves this concealer, right? It's the Hourglass. The Hourglass concealer is amazing. I'm not going to hold you. It's expensive. I've tried to find dupes. I'm so mad at e.l.f. e.l.f. Camo Concealer was everything and they changed the formula and it's just not the same. But that was my go-to. I would hold that against any brand out there. I recently purchased the Shape Tape Concealer, which is not bad, but there's nothing like this Hourglass. And I have been holding on to it for dear life. So this is a special occasion. I'm in the color Teak. This is so good. I have it on, I think, today, if you can tell, with my makeup. It's just it's a good concealer. But like I said, it's not cheap. So I would use this because I'm cheap. I just use it under my eyes. And then if I do any kind of contouring here with concealer or covering, I will do my L'Oreal. And then my L'Oreal is like every day. But this is for like filming and special occasions. It's just a really great concealer. The other thing I love for skin, again for a no makeup look, it's expensive, is the Estee Lauder Futurist Skin Tint Serum. And this comes with Broad Spectrum 20. Now listen, don't know if you know, anything with SPF is covered by FSA money. So FSA money, I spoke about it in another video, is when you are able to put money away for medical expenses and then use your FSA card or submit receipts for reimbursement. I've tried it with the, you guys know I love, that's another thing I love too, is the Glam Glow, not Glam Glow. Let me go get it. Okay, the Super Goop Glow Screen. Please, please, and thank you, okay? This is, again, so I mentioned the Danessa Myrich for like a no makeup look. This is literally just for skin. Like, literally, if you just don't want to put on anything, but you need a sunscreen, the glow screen is going to be it. I have it in the golden hour and sunset. Me and my daughter go through this like like it's water. I love this stuff. However, this is covered under your FSA, so you can purchase this, submit your receipt, and get your money back. The same thing with the Estee Lauder because it has SPF in it. But this is really great when you want a little bit more coverage, but it goes on like skin. I love this stuff. I actually broke this bottle, the first one that I got. Devastated. Okay? Devastated. Okay? And I had to go buy it again. That's how much I love this stuff. It is literally skin in a bottle. Okay? I have tried a lot of powders on my powder journey, on my concealer journey. The best to me is the Laura Mercier powder. I'm in the color Honey. I get the small one because this goes a long way. Now, I'm probably not using enough powder, but mind your business. This is really good. One of my favorite powders. I suggest getting this. Again, it can be pricey, but at this size and with the 20% off, if you get 20, really good deal. Okay, 2 things I love from Fenty. Honestly, Fenty can do no wrong. I just think Rihanna gets it right. But my 2 everyday items, I love her powder foundation. I love her liquid foundation. I love her lipsticks. I love her. I mean, it's nothing I don't like. The only complaint I will have, I don't like her liners. They are very pigmented and they're beautiful, but they have to be sharpened, which can be a little bit weird. But this powder right here, this is the Invisible Matte. Now listen, it's a universal color. You will look like you put on baby powder for just a second, but it will go into your skin and knock that oiliness out in seconds. This is my favorite, especially for us girls that got more pigmented in our skin. Most of the time, powders like this have a flashback or it's weird. She did her big one with this. I purchased this over and over again. It stays in my bag. I love it for events. You pull it out, you dab your nose with it. Like I said, it's going to be white for a second, but it tends to like dry down very quickly and beautifully. The next thing is going to be her bronzing sticks. Whenever I have on any kind of makeup and I have on bronzer, this is it. It's the Espresso. This is probably my 3rd stick from her. I love this stuff. I live by it. The color is perfect for me. She can't do any wrong. I'm just going to say it. I love her stuff. She can do no wrong. Now, these days, I'm not a huge highlighter girl. But if I was going to use a highlighter, the one I have is the House Labs. And this is in the color Fire Opal. This is a very beautiful highlighter. I'm not sure if you guys can see if it's too bright. But this is a very beautiful highlighter. I've had it, I think, since the last Sephora sale. And I've barely put a dent in it. But I don't wear this as much. Let me put a little on my nose and just see if you guys can see. It is such a beautiful color. And I probably use it more in the summer when I want to glow. I'm not sure if you guys can see that difference there. But it's so pretty. Okay, the last thing is going to be Sephora sale items. So, I love Sephora brand. They have really great stuff. So, if you're looking for good brushes, I would say go get the Sephora brush sets or Sephora brushes. They are a little bit pricey, but with 30% off, that is amazing. But the brushes are top tier. Like, I think for real makeup people. I think the brushes are great. I found this serum last year. This is the Sephora skincare serum. This is the vitamin C Glow. I use this just about every single day. If you're looking for a vitamin C to kind of brighten your skin, but you don't have a ton of money, I think this is like $15. You need this. So you guys know I'm a mascara girl. I don't have it here with me, but I also love the Milk Cosmetics mascara. 100 out of 100. Forget 10. 100 out of 100. I am not an extension girl or a fake lash girl. I like to wear my lashes. They're not the longest, but with the right mascara, you can pretty much build on your lashes, right? I have been asked multiple times, am I wearing fake lashes when I wear the Milk Cosmetics mascara, but also this Sephora Size Up mascara. This is a fraction of the cost. Baby, when I tell you, you want to get this. I love this mascara. And again, it works great on me. I don't know about your eyelids and your eyelashes, but this works great on me. And the last thing for Sephora is going to be lip products. So I think people kind of sleep on Sephora lipsticks and their liners. I think they have really great liners. So number one, for a brown liner, which very different from the Fenty. Fenty has a beautiful brown liner. You guys know that my favorite is Chestnut by MAC. But if you don't want to go there, this Molasses by Sephora is amazing. It is a gel lip liner. You can actually sharpen it. No, I'm sorry. You don't sharpen this one. This one rolls up. Huge difference. This rolls up. So I love that because I don't have to sharpen it down. Very good gel liner, but very pigmented. The other one is going to be my 3 shades of lipstick that I love. So you guys know I'm a relentlessly red girl. But I found this red combination, which they don't have names, which is number 25 and number 18. So I love a pinky-ish red. So I'm going to try to put them on the back of my hand so you guys can see it. I usually do the 18. And then the 25 is a orange color. And I'll put that right in the middle of it. I'm not sure if you guys really can see that color, but it's really, really pretty. So I love these two combined together. I need to get closer to the camera. Let me see if I focus. It's really pretty. And then the last one is a nice nude color, which is number 21. I will link everything below. And this is a really nice brownie nude. And if I don't have it good, I'll try to do a close-up over to the side once I check the angles back. So I'm not going to go into all of my top 10 because honestly I'm giving you guys a lot of top products here in this video. But if I had to go into my top 10 and pull something out, a few things out, I will pull this. So you guys, if you, I don't know if you follow Nina Poole over on TikTok, but she has autism. She says she's on the spectrum, and one of her superpowers is that she can look at a product and go through the ingredient list and find you an alternative. And I mean, people love her over there, okay? I'm a Clarence girl. Double Serum is something that she dupes. She calls it a duperoonie, and she's so cute. I love her page and like the insight that she's given all of us. And when you don't have the money to spend $90 or upwards to close to $200 on a product, having a dupe is amazing, okay? So Clarence Double Serum is one of my favorites. Now, me personally, they changed the packaging. I think the formula changed a bit. And I heard when I started wearing it like 2 years ago that was even a change from before. But nonetheless, it's a great product. I wear it every single day, but it's expensive. And she showed up with Byoma, the Hydrating Recovery Oil. Now, don't get this mixed up. This comes in a blue bottle that says Hydrating Serum. And then there's the purple bottle, which is this one, the Hydrating Oil. This is what she's saying is the dupe for the Double Serum. Dang it, she was right. This is amazing. So it was sold out on Ulta's website. I was able to purchase 2 bottles. I will be purchasing more because I probably won't feel the need to buy the Double Serum anymore, right? Not at that price point. And again, I'm just not as, it seems a little bit different, the formulation from when I first purchased it. But this right here is like $15 or $20. Pick this up if you can find it. I'll link it below if I can. And we are back to work. And so the other 2 things I want to mention is going to be work pants. I think I spoke about this ad nauseum. The Aqua high-rise flat front trouser from Bloomingdale's. If you're looking for work pants, this is going to be it. And also the Quince point pants. They come in boot cut, they come in slim, they come in wide leg. These are the most comfortable pants that you can wear to work. I love the aqua trousers because they're super long, and I think I mentioned this in another video, but they're super long, and I love something that comes long and I can either let it out for more length or I can have it shortened. Give me that option as a person. Do not make everything for someone that's just 5'5" or 5'4". Let's get some length to that. And so I love these trousers, and they are super flattering, and they come in an array of colors. I wear these sometimes twice a week to work. I have navy and I have 2 pair of black. And with the Quince pants, these are for those, I call these my fat pants. You guys know when you're on your cycle or you're just not feeling it today, you ate too much during dinner last night and you're like, look, I woke up, I'm bloated. What are some cute pants I can put on that's going to give me a little bit of stretch? That's going to be the Quince pants. They are amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are growing over here. I'm so excited. I will try to link all the products below if they have a link. And then next week will be a haul video. I do have some new in things that I've been purchasing. Just a collective haul, some Shein. I bought the ALC blazer from my last vlog. And I got some stuff in from Banana Republic I want to share with you guys. So I will see you guys next week. Bye.